Hello guys, welcome back. It is time to predict who is going to win the European Championships. No. Stop what you're doing right now. Get into the comments below and let me know who you think is going to win the tournament and also predict the entire knockout stages. Do it right now. And of course, if you're new, subscribe to the Clip channel. Anyway, it's time to dive in. It's going to be one of the hardest predictions we've ever done in the entirety of predicting. It is time to predict the winners of the European Championships. We're going to do it right now. We're going to go through the round of 16, the quarterfinals, the semi-finals, and the final. It's going to be hard. Favourites just looking early doors. Thinking Italy are looking very, very good. France are very difficult to play against. Germany have looked good at times. Portugal have looked good at times. England can't attack, but they can defend. So let's go through it. Let's dive through straight away. Again, first and foremost, we got Belgium versus Portugal. So we're talking a form Kevin De Bruyne. A Kevin De Bruyne that is creating chances for fun. Despite playing only a handful of games at the tournament, one of the top chance creators, already got 2 assists and a goal to his name, versus Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal. Portugal were very, very poor in their game against Germany, opened up by the left wing back. And I feel that could be a bit of a problem for their defence. You know, overlapping for wing backs. That's what Portugal have, Belgium have got. But I just think Portugal seem to be a very wily side. And as much as they aren't, haven't been flying yet, if they can find some rhythm, Cristiano Ronaldo already got 5 goals and an assist at the tournament. I'm going Portugal. Next up, Italy versus Austria with the Gegenpressing, Austrian 4-4-2 versus the Italian 4-3-3. Insigne, Spinazzola, Immobile, Berardi and Barella making a front 5. Locatelli, Juninho. I think it's Italy. I think Italy have got enough to beat Austria. David Alaba's Austria. Of course, David Alaba, left back, could do a real good job on Berardi, but I think Italy have got too much threat. Moving forward to France versus Switzerland. I think that's a simple one. This is where France start to really get wily at tournaments in the knockout stages. We're going to go with France to go through. Croatia-Spain is a difficult one. Croatia have shown that they've got calibre. They've got ability on the counter. Even Perisic, of course, is the key guy, directly involved in 3 goals. The 3rd highest goal scorer in Croatian football history. But I feel like Spain, with their narrow front 3, is kind of the vibe. Sarabia is going to be huge for them. I think Cesar Spilicueta as well, big for them. But it's going to be Koke's and Pedre's midfield, and with Busquets supporting them. For me, I'm going for Spain. Sweden, Ukraine. Ukraine have showed very, very good football at times. Lovely passing football, but Sweden, wily old dog Sweden. Kulutski, Forsberg, and of course, Isak. I think that is enough to open up the door there. England versus Germany. Now, this is one that is the hardest one to decide what's going down. If it goes to penalties, the Germans win. But I feel if England get the setup right, they play a 4-4-2 diamond, a 4-3-3, they get to isolate Germany's outside centre-halves. There is a real opportunity on the break. Harry Kane dropping off the line, turning, playing through. Similar to how France got at Germany, England could do the same thing if they sit deep. England have got the 2nd best expected goals against in the tournament. We're going to go England. It's coming home. Next up, got the Netherlands, Czech Republic. Let's throw the Netherlands through. I think Frankie de Jong, Donyell Malan, Wijnaldum, Depay, Dumfries is a goal-scoring wing-back. Game time, the Netherlands are through. Finally, Wales-Denmark. Hard game to call. If Gareth Bale turns up, it's an easy win for them. But Denmark have shown great fight. The 4-1 win over Russia was top quality. I feel like Denmark are going to be the guys that are going to go through, just through sheer determination and passion. So let's fly them through. Right, we're now on to the quarterfinals. Portugal versus Italy. Again, just a disgusting game to call, but Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal versus Mancini's Italy. And I think that is a statement there. Mancini's Italy are a side, they're a team, they're good on the break, they're good in a possession perspective, whereas you'd say Portugal have struggled. If Bruno Fernandes, Ronaldo show up, Portugal get an easy dub. But I feel like Italy got top quality all through their side, and they're a cohesive unit. And I think that's the biggest thing for them. So I'm going to go Italy. France versus Spain is another very, very hard game to call. But I'm going to go France. I think Spain are probably a little bit too tiki-taka for France. They'll catch them on the break. You're looking at Mbappe, Benzema, Griezmann, they're going to be key guys. And obviously Paul Pogba and Kante both controlling possession, but Kante winning the ball back. Sweden, England, I think it'd be a little bit too far for Sweden. They could cause England some problems, but I think England will just sneak like a 1-0, 2-0 win from set pieces or throw England through. And then we got Denmark versus the Netherlands. Tough game. Frankie de Jong's Netherlands will be controlling the tempo. Denmark will be aggressive. It will be back three versus back three. Not going to be a classic, but I think it could be Weghorst. Weghorst off the bench. Big dub for them. So we're at the semi-finals. Italy, France. England, Netherlands. Wowzer. Some good games there. This is basically the hardest game to call. Italy's possession structure, their ability to also press. They have goal scorers all through the park. They've got creators all through the park. And France, it will play basically 4 centre halves. They will sit off. They will be defensive, and they know they're a wily old side. I think for this, the difference could be someone like a Paul Pogba. If Paul Pogba and Mbappe show up, that could be big. Acerbi, Bonucci or Bonucci-Chiellini versus Mbappe, there's only one real winner there. If Mbappe can isolate one of those players in the channels, if France do play more of a 4-4-2 diamond in this game and look to play behind the likes of Spinazzola, who's going to be pushing forward, I think France could pull something off here. Kante, Pogba, I think it's game time for France. I really do. And I think it'll be a backline display as well. The likes of Lucas Hernandez, Benjamin Pavard, really controlling things at the back for France, allowing Mbappe to do the business. France are in the final. Next up, England, Netherlands. England beating Germany, beating Sweden to get through to the semis. This will be one of the hardest games with Germany. Frankie de Jong in midfield, on the ball. How do you stop him? Can you stop him? There's an answer for England. Jordan Henderson. There's another answer. Kelvin Phillips. Man-to-man. Aggression. Again, going with that model. If they play a narrow 4-3-3 / a 4-4-2 diamond with Kane at the tip, this is where we start to see England dominate. If they don't do that, real problems. Getting England flying through, playing on the counter-attack, hitting the Netherlands. We got our final. We've got our final. Euro 2020. England-France. At Wembley. England have not travelled a single mile to play a game in this tournament. Gaza makes an appearance. Shearer hypes up the lads. This is a monumentally massive game. Is football going to finally come home? Difficult. Very, very difficult to call. Heart, England. But I think my head says France. I think that's a really difficult one to get round. Didier Deschamps has made France such an ugly side, but as well a very good side. Football's come home, but I think France win Euro 2020 from the draw right now. The other side is if, for example, I think if Germany beat England, I feel it's the same. Germany go through, Germany beat Netherlands, and that final is what we all want to see. That would be another corker of a final. England or Germany in the final from one side. I think France are in the other. But I also think France beat Germany. And that's it. Save predictions. France through the tourney. Beating Switzerland, Spain, Italy, and then Germany or England in the final. Obviously, we had England winning, beating Germany through if England play the right way through the counter-attack. We're in. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Of course, get into the comments below your winner of the European Championships. I don't want to see you coming back in 2 months' time and saying, Dave, you got it wrong. I want to see your predictions so I can say you got it wrong. But anyway, guys, much love. See you soon.